Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a student in the MSIS program at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville, and I'm going to tell you about microfilm and why I think it's underrated. Maybe the closest you've ever come to microfilm was watching an actor in a horror movie discover their small town's sordid past while researching gruesome serial murders, Silence of the Lambs style. Clarice Starling aside, I think you should consider adding microfilm sources to your next research project. Don't let it intimidate you. This media resource has something different to offer. The microfilm reader, technology commonly found in libraries and archives around the world, has a fascinating history. Microfilm technology has been developing since the early 19th century. This technology can reduce an image of paper to less than 5% of its original size. Used by researchers, archivists, and even spies, this medium has historically proven useful for collecting, circulating, and archiving massive amounts of documentation. In the US, as recently as the 1980s, Lockheed used carrier pigeons to fly microfilm of designs from Sunnyvale, California to Santa Cruz. In his article for The Atlantic magazine entitled "Microfilm Last Half a Millennium," Craig Saper, professor of language, literature, and culture at the University of Maryland, Baltimore, argues that microfilm technology was the precursor to the transition from reading books to surfing the web, helping readers gradually adjust to the idea of reading from a screen. These days, researchers often overlook microfilm sources, preferring to retrieve digital material quickly online. But digital sources fail to provide the same kind of contextual support. In literary theory, this surrounding context is called paratext. Think back to the last time you read a physical copy of a magazine or a newspaper. What did you assume from the magazine cover? What about the letter from the editor, or an introduction or bio for an author? What types of ads did you notice? Were they appropriate for the intended audience? And did you make any connections between the article or columns that you read and other articles or columns in that same issue? In what ways did all of this information work together to convey additional meaning? Once you have identified the microfilm that contains the information that you want, a library can scan and email copies to you, or you may be ready to visit the library in person to research on your own. The next video will show you how to use the microfilm machine to view the reels to do that research on your own.